Hello everyone and welcome back. This is Crystal, the Scorpio Sage Goddess, and today I'm bringing you an update on my weight release video. Today I'm going to talk about how I lost 10 pounds in only 2 weeks. But before I begin, I have a small disclaimer. We all know that a diet doesn't work for everyone, just as no exercise routine works for everyone. So just because this worked for me doesn't mean it's going to work for everyone watching this video. However, I still think it's good information, but I also want to point out that one of the websites I'm going to talk about also has a disclaimer attached to it. No information here or on the website overshadows any information given to you by your own healthcare provider. And also, before you start any diets or exercise plans, it would be wise to talk to your healthcare provider before starting, just because they know a lot more about health issues than most people do. Now that that's out of the way, let's get into the details of what I did to lose 10 pounds in 2 weeks. So I started my new weight loss routine about 2 weeks ago, around March 14th. At that time, I had gotten to the highest I've been in over a year. Not the highest I've ever been in my life, but pretty close. And so that was kind of eye-opening for me, and I know last year was really difficult for a lot of people, and especially with the stay-at-home orders, people might not have gotten out as much or exercised as much. And I know I definitely was one of those people, but I knew I had to make a change. And also around that time, March 14th, I was in the middle of my first college course for the semester, and that was health psychology. And this class really opened my eyes to a lot of issues related to health, but most importantly, the fact that I need to put myself first. And I know that a lot of people say, well, isn't that really selfish? No, it's not. Because you can't help other people, you can't take care of other people or tend to their needs until your own needs are met, and that includes your health. And I'm one of those people who always used to give, but never take care of myself first. I always felt like everyone else's needs was above my own, but I no longer am going to do that. And it's been a trial and error thing, but I definitely decided to sit down, make a plan for my own health, cut out all the BS, quit making excuses that I'm too busy, I'm too this, I'm too that, and I just decided I'm just gonna sit down and do it. And so that was the first step of me starting my new routine. So now that I had a plan, I actually had to put it into action. And the first thing that I did was start drinking more water and reducing my other beverages that had more calorie content or sugar content in it. So I made it a choice every day to at least drink 64 ounces of water. However, if I were to drink tea or coffee that day, I did not count that as part of my water intake because it's not straight up water. It has the caffeine and sugar. The other thing I did is I decided to exercise every single day. Now, when I say exercise, I don't mean like hit the gym or go for really long runs or this extreme cardio workout. I did a simple 20-minute walk every single day. Sometimes I would do 2 walks a day, but those were the days when I had no work or my schoolwork was all cut up, so I could actually do more. But I made it a point to always take a 20-minute walk every single day. So even though I incorporated drinking more water and taking a 20-minute walk every single day, those two things were not the main way that I released this weight. I also started to do a calorie reduction diet. While choosing to do this, I needed to research how many calories I should have a day, and that led me to a Google search. And all I did was type in weight release calculators, and I looked at a few different ones and I tried out a few, which is really important because all of them gave me a different number even though I put in the same information for each one. So it's good to kind of reference all of them and maybe find an average that works well for you. The one that I found to work really well for me was at the following website, calculator-online.net. And I also did the calculations for 2 different things. I had my long-term goal of my goal weight to get down to 175 pounds by the end of this year. And then I had a short-term goal where I wanted to get down to 215 pounds by May 28th. And the best thing that I found about this particular website was that you could put in your goals, your goal day, how much you want to lose, and that way it'd be easier to track your goals as you go. So let's take a look at the website now. So here you see me putting in my information, putting in my age, my gender, updating my height, how much weight I want to lose. I'm doing my short-term goal first and putting in how much exercise I get throughout the week, as well as how many days I want to achieve my goal in. As you can see, this one gave me a very low calorie count of 1,436 calories a day, which seems pretty bad. But the thing that really shook me up was up in the top right corner, it says how many calories needed to maintain your current weight, and it was almost 2,500 calories, which really opened my eyes to how many calories I've been consuming in the past few months. And here is me doing my long-term goal. So instead of only a few pounds, I have almost 55 pounds, and I put in my 190 days just to see where it would give me, and it gave me 1,506 calories a day, which is better than the other one, but still kind of lower than what I'm used to. However, it shows me that I will reach my goal by October 3rd of this year, which is nice if I were to follow this plan. It also gives you some other information. It gives you your BMI, your obesity class, things like that. Apparently I'm severely obese, even though I don't really think that's true. It also gives you a nice weight loss chart where you can see where you'll be throughout the year, as well as how many calories you can reduce your current intake by, and the day where you'll reach your goal if you were to do something different than what it suggests for you to do. And I think that's really nice too. It gives you a lot of options. As you can see, it gave me around 1,500 calories to work with each day, which I thought was pretty difficult to start with, but I decided to go with it anyway. It's 1,000 calories less than what I had been taking every day, so it was quite an adjustment. However, I knew I could do it. To help me stay on track, I decided to make a calorie counting journal where I would track all of my calorie intakes throughout the whole day. And I know that sounds like a lot of work, but it actually isn't as much work as I thought it was going to be. Plus, I really enjoy making lists, so it was actually fun for me to keep track, and it really did keep me on track. As you can see in this first one, I did not hit my goal. The first day is always the hardest. I was only 100 calories over, and I still counted that as a win. The next couple of days were a little bit easier. I made it under my goal of 1,500 calories. However, it was challenging because I felt so hungry throughout the day. Thankfully, it got easier with every day that passed, and as you can see, after the first week, I was able to not only maintain my 1,500 calorie count, but I was able to reduce it even further because it was harder to actually eat enough calories. You may or may not have noticed in my journal, I did not deny myself any foods. There were days when I had pizza, there were days when I had ice cream, there were days when I had brownies. The thing is, everything in moderation, that is the key, and it's so true. So while I did have those items, I did not go over my limit, which is the most important thing. So diets don't have to equal salads, healthy stuff. I mean, you should include those things in your diet, which I have been doing. I've been having spinach and carrots and fruits and proteins like chicken and protein bars when I didn't have a lot of time to eat at work. but you don't have to deny yourself all the things that you enjoy. Just cut back on them. I know that seemed like a really long explanation of how I lost 10 pounds in 2 weeks, but it really is a simple change to do. Simple walks every day, get enough water, and everything in moderation when it comes to eating. But of course, the most important thing is putting yourself first, making your own health a priority in your life. Well, that's it, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video of how I lost 10 pounds in only 2 weeks. And I will definitely keep you all updated because I plan on doing this until I reach my goal and probably even farther from that because I want to maintain that weight once I get there. But until next time, I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. But until next time, I want to wish everyone peace, prosperity, and happiness. Bye.